Hi guys, Carol with a K, icartistry.com. Thank you so much for visiting my beauty channel. I hope you will come back and visit often so you can see all of the looks that I'll be showing you here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about contouring today. I just posted a video with a highlighting technique called strobing, and that's below if you'd like to take a look at that. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about contouring the face. Contouring is a pretty big buzzword right now. Everybody that sits in my chair always wants a contoured look. They want to learn how to contour their face. Please show me how to contour. You know, thanks Kim K, right? But all contouring really means is creating depth and dimension to the skin. You don't have to use a lot of different products to do it. I'm just going to use a couple. I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation in Espresso number 10. I will be using my Beauty Blender sponge to blend all of that in. And then to set it, I'm going to use my Volana Minerals loose powder in Golden Bamboo. So if you'd like to find out how to contour your face in a few quick and easy steps, keep watching. Now I've already highlighted my cheekbones, and if you want to see how I did the highlighting or the strobing, you can check one of the videos down below. But I'm going to be using this concealer brush, which is this little guy here, and this one is from Chanel, but you just want to make sure that you use, if you're using a cream product, that you're using a brush that's going to be more of a synthetic bristle so that it works to really apply that cream product. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my concealer brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just apply it into the hollows of my cheekbones. Now remember, if you don't know where the hollows of your cheekbones are, you can take your makeup brush or anything really and just kind of roll it down, and right where that bone ends on the top of the cheekbone, that's where the hollow of the cheek is. So that's where you're going to do your contouring. You can also make the fish face, and that will help you to see exactly where you need it to go. So I'm just going to take a little bit and go right into that area. And if you apply it kind of in a half moon shape, it really will give your cheekbones that uplifted look. I'm going to do it on the other side. And you want to start closer by the ear and go in towards the nose. You can see that? And now I'm going to take my Beauty Blender sponge and I'm just going to blend that in. Now I'm going to set the cream with a little bit of a powder, and you can use a bronzing powder if you want for this, but it does need to be at least 1 to 2 shades deeper than your natural skin tone, depending on how intense of a contour you want. I'm actually going to use this. You can tell it's one of my very favorites because it's almost gone. It's actually a MAC blush that they don't even make anymore. It's called Reed, but it's kind of a deep, it's almost got a little bit of a kind of a wine undertone to it, but I really like to use it for contouring. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Once this is gone, I'm going to have to find something else to use. And I'm going to use just this little flat head brush that I got from Sephora. This is really great for setting your contour cream into the hollows of the cheek. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. And guys, I think it's really a good idea once you pick up the color on your brush, just to kind of press it in, and you can tap it in. I use my hand, or you can press it down onto the countertop or on top of a mirror, but anything that's going to help to push the color a little deeper into your brush is going to work really nicely, so you're not going to get a big glob of color right on that hollow of the cheek. So you're going to just go right over the top of where you've already done that cream application, just to really set it so that it won't move.
Trying to get into that summer fit, work it. it. I'm trying to start my own business because it's worth it. I know we all got.
And then remember, I already have my highlight on, so I'm not going to be doing any more of a highlight, but if you're applying your highlighted color, you want to go just the top of the cheekbone, and you can blend that around the eye area as well. Now, you can stop there if you want to just do the hollows of the cheeks. I always like to kind of go a little bit into the hairline so that it creates a little bit more of a balance. So again, I'm going to take my little concealer brush with my espresso stick foundation from Bobbi Brown, and I'm going to go into the hairline. And remember, you don't have to contour as much as I'm doing. I'm just trying to give you some options. Contouring just the hollows of the cheeks is perfectly fine to do if that's all the contrast that you want on your face. And again, I'm going to blend it in with my Beauty Blender sponge. And then again, if you want to take it even a step further and do a little bit more contouring, you can contour the sides of the nose. So that's what I'm going to do next, again with the same concealer brush. So I'm just going to contour down the sides of my nose. And I like to carry it up a little higher, almost to where my eyebrows begin, because once I blend it in, then it's just going to look like a shadow and a light. It's not going to look like a heavy contour. And you really want to go from the top almost down to where the nostril begins, right in here. And you don't want to go too far out to the side because that'll give your nostrils more of a flared look, and you don't want that. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit and I'm going to do it just on the tip of my nose, again to create a little bit of a shadow. And this is the basic technique for contouring your nose. Some people take it to the extreme and go a little bit more intense. They do a lot of heavier, darker, and a lot more blending. And that's perfectly fine to do. It's certainly up to you. But this is just the basic. This is the basic placement of your contour color if you're doing your nose. So down the sides of the nose, up to the center of the nostril, and then you're going right up to where your brow is. And it's almost like there's an invisible line connecting it. And then again, the bottom tip of the nose there. And then Beauty Blender sponge, again, is what I'm going to use to blend that in. I'm going to use the smaller ended tip of that. And you just want to blend it so that you can't see any hard lines. And again, I'm going to take a little bit of my powder and I'm going to set it, that same powder that I used to do the contours in the hollows of my cheek and back into my hairline. I'm going to use a little bit of a smaller brush though, because it's a little more of a precise application. You don't want it going all over the place. So I'm going to take a little bit and I'm just going to set it right where I created those contours on my nose.
We're trying to reach climax, that's where I'm at. Mommy looking for the red guys with a bomb hat.
So that's it, guys. Contouring in a few easy steps. Easy peasy mac and cheesy, right? I added a little bit of eyeliner just to complete the look. And remember, you can contour the face very naturally for a really nude look like the one that I have, or you can do it with a little bit more of a dramatic look like a smoky eye with lots of lashes. Either way it works. It just depends on your personal style and what fits you best. All right, that's it. Please remember to leave me comments below. Let me know if there are any looks that you would like for me to show you, and I will do my best to get them out to you. Alrighty. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay beautiful.
She trying to get into that summer